Hello everyone, and welcome to my Duel Today official news channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. EJ performs new Jude DNA test, has been suspecting Nicole all along? According to spoilers for Days of Our Lives, EJ DiMera might be the one to uncover Sloan Peterson Brady's complex scheme. Soon, EJ might have excellent reason to investigate further and learn Jude Brady's real story. To begin with, now that Sloan is complaining and attempting to get EJ removed from Tate Black's case, she may irritate him. That might incite some animosity and leave EJ yearning for the chance to retaliate. It's more likely to increase friction because Nicole DiMera wants to throw Jude's christening event and reconcile with Sloan. In the event that Sloan and Nicole get into a heated argument at the party, EJ might stand up for his wife and turn even more against Sloan. Days might be preparing for the next major conflict between Sloan and EJ. Naturally, we should also mention that EJ consented to assist Stephen DiMera in leaving the nation in exchange for him signing a contract. Days spoilers imply that would provide EJ with a motive to enter the DiMera vault in order to take out or conceal crucial documents. Fans of DOOL will remember that Sloan made a mistake when switching the second genetic report, meaning the baby's actual results are still in the safe and need to be retrieved. That implies that EJ might be in for a big surprise if he ever decides to look at that report and reflect on the son he might have had. What happens if EJ actually reviews the data and finds out he was never the baby's genetic match? When EJ learns that the DNA report differs from the original one, which had to be replaced after Nicole lost it, it might set his mind in motion. Given his intelligence, EJ would conclude that Sloan may have manipulated both the first paternity test results and the genetic data. Furthermore, EJ would begin to consider the fact that when Nicole accused Sloan of taking her kid, his own DNA sample was examined. Days teasers indicate that things can change after EJ obtains evidence that Nicole was never carrying his child. EJ would start to question whether Nicole was correct to suspect that shady Sloan was taking her son. Put another way, all it would take for a cascade of discoveries to occur is for EJ to discover the genetic report in the safe. That might cause EJ to become suspicious enough to use Jude and Nicole's samples for a covert DNA test this time. Will it be EJ who solves the case? Watch to see whether EJ discovers updates on a shocking paternity revelation and makes the connection. Days of Our Lives spoilers indicate that EJ's safe contains some important news. Tate's break-in, double CPR, heavenly message, and Marlena's killer discovery. Spoilers for the upcoming week of March 11th on Days of Our Lives indicate that a captivating teaser has been made available. Tate Black appears in it, going to Holly Jonas' bedroom window. Paulina Price and Abe Carver receive a celestial guest. Wendy Shin and Trip Johnson are the subjects of CPS. Marlena Evans also learns John Black's deadly truth. Tate Black will scale Holly's bedroom window, according to spoilers for the week of March 11's episode of Break-In DOOL. Tate walks in and finds Holly sitting on her bed. Tate knocks on the window to catch Holly's eye. Tate virtually jumps through the window when Holly unlocks it. Tate gives Holly a short hug after entering the bedroom. Tate expresses his gratitude for Holly's survival. Then Tate gives a startled Holly a deep kiss on the lips. Abe and Paulina are receiving a celestial visitor over at the hospital. Paulina and Abe agree that it is an angel. "It's you?" Paulina asks, her eyes wide. Next, Abe queries whether the angel's purpose is to transport Paulina to the other side, but we are aware that Paulina will experience a miracle. It is said that the angel is there to convey a message. Daytime soap opera spoilers for the week of March 11th indicate that the teaser footage features Trip Johnson and Wendy Shin. John, Ava Vitale, and Steve Johnson eventually locate Trip and Wendy. They don't respond, though. While Steve does CPR on one captive, John performs CPR on the other. Ava, meanwhile, is so overcome with terror that she clasps her hands together as though in silent prayer. However, fans shouldn't be concerned about Trip and Wendy's future. It has been verified that the pair discusses Trip's pledge. If they made it out of the hostage scenario, Wendy undoubtedly wants to know if Tripp was genuine about being her husband. The weekly teaser footage also features Steve visiting the apartment known as Jarlina. Steve shares a tale about the pawn with Marlena. John pauses as he is ready to go into the penthouse to hear what Steve and Marlena are saying. Asking Steve if John killed Constantine Meliuni's daughter, Marlena is visibly shaken. John loses it after Steve drops the news. Which plot will you be most interested in witnessing during the week of March 11th? Post your ideas in the space provided for comments below. Don't forget to keep watching Peacock Soap Opera to see what happens next. Everett was invented from childhood trauma. Is Bobby's mother to blame? Days in Our Lives. According to spoilers, during his first therapy session, Everett Lynch/Bobby Stein gave Marlena Evans some insight into his past. Bobby told about how kind his mother was. In addition, Bobby stated he hadn't given his mother much attention in a while and recalled that she had always advised him to just be nice. According to spoilers for Days of Our Lives, Everett can't really remember much about his dad, though he doesn't really know why. But Everett did have a serious brain injury, which he believes is to blame for his father's memory loss. For what other reason would Everett erase one parent from his consciousness entirely? Is there another possible explanation? If Everett made up the narrative he told Stephanie Johnson, or this one. According to Everett, he lost his mother when he was a little child and his father was a heavy drinker. Since Everett didn't explicitly state that his mother had passed away, it's possible that he lost her due to a mental health condition or perhaps because his father obtained custody of him. Robert Everett Stein was Everett's birth name, and Lynch was his mother's maiden name. Bobby claims that to come up with his current name, he combined his mother's maiden name and his middle name. Everett claims that the reason he adopted his mother's maiden name was because he had fond memories of her. Everett chose this name as a means to honor his mother in some manner. A common cause of dissociative identity disorder is trauma experienced as a child. This may be related to Everett's mother passing away. Was Everett's mother a tragically deceased person? Could Everett's mother's death have been caused by his father? What kind of trauma would Everett have had to result in this personality division? Bobby Stein is not a kind individual. Bobby Stein, Jada Hunter's ex-husband, was not a pleasant man at all, as she made plain. Jada actually seems to be implying that Bobby was occasionally heartless and cruel. Could Bobby have been the same way as a child, perhaps contributing to his mother's death? Could this fact have caused trauma to Bobby? Future spoilers indicate that Everett still has a great deal of trauma to process and will ultimately lose it. Is Marlena able to uncover Everett's trauma? Can Everett overcome his problems and become into the man he really says he is with Marlena's help?